Bonsoir, mes amis. Grüße meine Freunde. Grüße meine Freunde. Hello, my friends. Zenzo Eigen, the Alliance for Loki. Got my German and my English confused there. Good evening, Amino. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining this evening. We have a little grinding to do. I've already done the first of my war fights tonight. I need to I need to do some more AQ. And yeah, other than that, not too much going on. Just sort of a mellow night. Let me just plug a link into the frENZOne chat just to see if anyone jumping here from there. Yeah, watching all the results, and I think everyone who is grinding for coal got him. We'll take a look at the results in a second. I know there's a little bit of disappointment on the 1 to 10% cutoff. I guess usually people go for 12.5, 12.6, and yeah, a couple people missed him, not going high enough. So yep, it was looked like it was a pretty big cutoff, a large cutoff, but a small pool, and so that's always interesting. But it's like you sort of learn that lesson once or twice when you decide to sort of go right at. Worry more than that. Hello, Affliction. Welcome to the stream. How many calls have joined for Loki? I think 4, but let's take a look. I think there are 4 people: Cade, Pete, Dubes, and maybe they're just 3 of them. Let me just get this link to the chat. Okay, and yeah, let's go look at the completed arena. Thought we were more than that, Enzo. What are you asking my subscribers, or yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Take a look at the arena completed, and it looks like leaderboard. Where's the leaderboard? And there's a 5-star. So there I was, put up my 6.7 million, and let's see. I know Dubes was around 44, I think, so we should see him soon. Maybe he's a little higher. There he is. 47 was Dubes. And then next, Cade was 65. I think Cade put up 72 million. And then One Punch Man, that's right, 69. And then Pete, I think, should be 90 something. Pete, I think, put right around 7 million. There's Pete. So looks like a pretty high cutoff. Dubes, oh my god, Dubes is crazy. So high. Probably more than friends. Like, really, after everything we've been through? Sorry, Affliction, we can be more than friends. totally happy to and how about Liebchen? That's what the Germans would say. Grüße, meine Liebchen. Or Guten Abend, meine Liebchen. There you go. Liebchen is like lovelies in German. Hello, DJ. Welcome to the stream. My day's going good. You know, it's like one of those days where I just worked all day, and nothing would have made me happier than to go out and ride my bike, because it's such a beautiful Swiss day. I just want to go for a quick, like, 2-hour ride. Not seem a lot longer, but I went to eat and drink with a bunch of friends, and it was fun and nice, and you know, I certainly need to force myself to go out because I'm not that social, but you know, it's just after like 2 or 3 hours of socializing, I just wanted to be by myself. So yeah, you know, I would say good day. It was good to do something that's a little different. Hello, Tim. Welcome. ENZO. Enzo. That's great. I can't be friends, but I can be a co-worker. Well, you can be whatever you like, DJ. There are no what's the word? No constrictions on what you're doing when you're here, as long as you are enjoying yourself. Yeah, I think that's it for the for Loki folk. So four of us got it, which is great. Boy, everyone was grinding really hard for him. I was pretty amazed. I guess I mean, yeah, he seems to be that good. I mean, you know, he's one of these characters where just super powerful, super fun. but I don't know if he gives you anything that different. I mean, the auto block is pretty nice, but you know, he's just another one of these high damage characters. So you know, if you already have one like a Omega Red or Ghost, not sure how valuable he'll be to a player. But you never know, it might become out to be like one of these characters who's just absolutely game breaking. I enjoy do art for you. Yeah, me too. I love your art, DJ. It's always so good. Again, it's just made my stream so much better looking. So yeah, just cruising along in Arena, just getting started. So this is always the so on the Saturdays, it's well, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when I try to get 30 million, just to get the little higher rewards. Wow, she has that crazy green. Do you see that green tint to Black Widow? I wonder what that's all about. She has an Infinity Stone. Yeah, maybe it must be the Infinity Stone that follows her around. Nope, you are the only person who's done art for me. No one else has requested it. I guess, well, it's not true. I've done art for me too. So on a few of my thumbnails for my content videos, I did a piece of art, but it's not nearly as good as yours. I would say that I do not have the same talent that you do. I'm about to, so this weekend I want to make a piece of content. That's sort of my new goal, is to try and make at least once a week, make one of my 5-minute hint videos. So I'm going to do what I think it was Heisenberg and T. Racer were showing me how to do those. I call them heavy special combos. So like with Captain America Civil War, if you do the heavy, let the first hit, and then do your SP2, and so you basically get like you get extra damage from that first heavy hit, which can be pretty good. You know, we're talking 5,000 points damage, and same with Wasp. So I figure, you know, nothing earth-shattering, but it'd be fun to make a little like quick video about that. You don't want to be replaced. I would say you're pretty safe. Yeah, well, that's the one I'm gonna make next, DJ. I mean, if you want to make a thumbnail, I'd love that. It's gonna be, I think. So I was trying to make this series, and one of the clever names. So it's 5-minute hint. So 5 MIN hint. So I was trying to make it 5-minute hint. Just because it sounds like minute, sort of like frENZOne. And so, and the title is going to be the, like I said, the heavy special combo. So yeah, if you make a 5-minute hint video, it's titled heavy special combo. That'd be great. Like Lily was, oh, these guys are back. For some reason, no, they're not all back. Did I not? I guess I didn't do all of my what you call it today. All of my 6 stars. I did a quick round before I had to go out to eat with my friends, and so I was just trying to get to 7 million, so I could what you call it, get the 1,000 to 100 5-star, 6-star shards, and I managed to pull it off. Let's see, let's throw a couple fun champs here. Wolverines didn't get used much, but yeah, it was it's good to see everyone grinding hard. I mean, I was pretty impressed by how successful everyone was, and I think, you know, they more or less did it right. You know, everyone went above 70 million. Yeah, 100,000 survivors. We will see. I would say, like, looking at BG, I just happened to see he was posted that content on the Speed Labyrinth of Legends run, and you know, he's still at 83,000. And I mean, considering he is like an amazing YouTube streamer, I would say that yeah, I would say I don't think I'll ever hit 100,000 unless something miraculous happens, but trying to be more consistent with my streams, you know, sort of have this 2200 slot sort of regular now, which is good, and I think that's a big part of being a good streamer, is to just be consistent, and then also, you know, having something interesting or doing good content is also of course a huge plus, or having something that's sort of unique and different. Like KT, I think, did really well with his little like series on Act 3, 4, and 5 with different ranked champions. So yep, all those things. I would be pretty psyched once I get to 1,000 subscribers. I was looking at monetization. I mean, not that I'm ever going to quit my job and become a professional YouTuber, but I saw the monetization that happens at 1,000. I think it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 like viewing hours. So yeah, I mean that'd be my goal, to make like 1 or 2 francs a stream. That'd just be interesting. But until then, oh yeah, so it's definitely the Infinity Stone, because look, Hawkeye's glowing red. Yeah, one for thumbnail 5 hint, which champions will you use? I'm going to use Wasp and Captain America Infinity War, because they both have multiple hit heavies, and it's pretty cool the way their special 2s link in them. So those are the 2 I'm going to use. And here, let me just type what it is. It's 5 min hint series. That's the title of my series right there. Yeah, it would be fun to make it. It just always takes me a while to come up with a good idea, and after playing with the hints that Heisenberg and TU had given me, I was like, oh, other people should know about this. I mean, maybe everyone knows it already, but you know, it would be good. And I'll usually post a link in Reddit in the forums, just so I can try to get more views. By far, my most successful videos have been a couple of these content videos. I did one a long time ago. Actually, a long time ago, I was thinking about trying to stream. That was about which was better, Perfect Block or the Physics Resistance Mastery. And that, I think it's my record now. Maybe it has like 400 views. So something's happening. Oh, okay, nice. We're opening Alliance Quest. Just got the word from Cade, so we'll go pop in there in a second, unless Art is ahead of me. So this is my favorite Alliance Quest, because I can take in my Corvus and Omega Red Blade team, and they just absolutely dominate. I mean, they're so powerful compared to you know, the champions they fight, and not until even day 4 does it become remotely interesting. Because I say that now, I'm going to get absolutely wrecked. There's your 6-star Doc Ock for you, DJ. So DJ loves Doc Ock, which I think is really cool that he likes him. He's a character that I don't think too many people would claim that he is their favorite character, but he is DJ's. And so we did dungeons the other day, and it's like 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star Doc Ock with him as his champions, and man, he just crushed it. I sent the pictures in line. Let me take a look at it, and let's see. Let's finish off Daredevil. Okay, there's your line. Let's see how it looks. How to use Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. I'll send you a picture in line. Do you want a thumbnail? Yeah, it looks great. This is great. But if you could have the top, we say how to use. If you could put 5-minute Enzo Eigen 5-minute in series. And then you can put the title, what was the title? Heavy special combo, or how to use or how to do heavy special combo. That'd be awesome. That's sort of what I was envisioning when I was thinking about it. Okay, let's jump in Alliance Quest and see if we have. Oh, we got one more fight. Let's see if we have a fight to do. Speaking of environment, we can sort of see the heavy, in action. Of course, we might not get to it. Maybe we'll just do it with a special one just to see if that works. Because I don't think I'll get to my special 2. It's pretty close. Okay, so that is if she can parry. Oh, the AA is always so. I think it just has no. There it is. There it is. So I did 1 hit on the heavy, so I got good damage out of that. And they could immediately chain into the special. Yeah, I love that. I think that's really cool. What's the word in season 10? Yeah, I think we're sort of in the same place with it. I have a feeling we'll go light again. I think we're not going to go heavy, like really serious war, until we until the rewards get buffed. Because I don't think anyone thinks it's worth it. I mean, if you think back until the like the stress seasons, like 7, 8, 9, when everyone's going really hard. I mean, if you looked at the item use, it's through the roof. I mean, even though you can use your glory to get the heals, I mean, we'd have people using, I would say, average of at least 5, many is 10. And so with 30 people, I mean, that's 300 items. That's just a lot of items. And that's every war, not including boost you're using too. So, when you're spending so many units or even glory to go through a season, and then the rewards are, essentially like what you can get in like 2 weeks of Alliance Quest or 3 weeks of Alliance Quest. I don't think anyone thinks is worth it. It's sort of a little bit mixed. I think some people have been saying in chat how they miss war and want to go back to like the hardcore war action, and I understand that. It's a pretty cool gameplay mode that we have, and the stress is sort of sickly fun in a way where you have 30 people going really hard for the for the victory against a team equally as motivated. But then on the other hand, let's see if we get a fight here. Okay, well, we got Mephisto. So Mephisto's always my last fight of the evening. So we'll go down here and take him. It's really why I'm bringing this blade is just for this fight. I have suicides on, so blade's not great with suicides, but against Mephisto, he's really good. So again, my strategy, I don't know if this is a great strategy. I just sort of like parry and bleed him for a while and just get some damage on him, get some power. And it seems to be okay. I guess I'm sort of risking getting hit, but let's see. And then usually I get bored, or he gets close to me or starts backing me into the wall. The problem is he gets this stupid incinerate thing, and then that's just a pain to deal with. Okay, as long as I can incinerate. Now see, boy, it really procs a lot. Just annoying. Let's throw an SP1. So I'm really like throwing my my SP1 doesn't go kill him just because of what is that thing? I'm trying to think of it. Recoil, but the SP2 will come, so that should be enough. Not bad, 83%. That's about where it usually comes in. Let's see. I still need to see some of the new nodes in action. Yeah, everyone seems pretty positive in Fort Loki. I would say they think the odds are the new nodes are good, and they're going to change up the game and the gameplay. And no one seemed that worried about the new map. And actually, I guess there's a lot of talk that it was a little more. I don't know if concise is the right word, but it's just the paths were more well aligned, and you had more flexibility in your paths, but less sort of like less confusion involved. Because if you look at this map, actually, let's go into war right now. Again, I don't have anything to do because I gotta get myself up to the next mini boss. That's 31, and after I get there, I'll wait till morning to do all my fights, just because we'll make one more step forward. Because then then I'll get right up to Emma before the night's over, hopefully. Hour and 38 minutes. Yeah, that's about right. That's exactly when I'll go to sleep, right around midnight. And then I'll wake up in the morning and basically do all 3 of those fights. I'll do 31, 38. It's not 42, is it? Yeah, 42. 42 Taters thinks is a thing. At first I really feared fighting things, but the last couple times I've fought him more, I've done alright. Void is really good against Thing. You got the you can put the buffs on him, the debuffs on him, and especially on that note with the arc overload, so it's perfect. So get a lot of debuffs on him and then start just melting them away every 20 seconds. So I'm actually pretty excited if that's a thing there to try it. Let's see if we can see triggers and see what triggers actually got a few defense, and then we can see how he's doing. So see triggers. Does he have a thing in his profile? Yep, there it is right there. So could be. Of course, could be a decoy also. Who knows? Could be a wasp or something like that. But I have Scouter lens, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, back to the grind. So yeah, it's we're trying to win this war right here, so we're going a little bit more seriously. Again, if we can, I think, what is this, 3 wars left? We have 10, 11, 12. I think if we can win 2 of the 3 of them, we'll get into Platinum 1. So that's our goal right now, is to get into Platinum 1. But again, I don't think it's something that we're going to really be too disappointed one way or the other. Though I think the rewards between Platinum 1 and Platinum 2 would be worth pushing. Like, if we only push 3 or 4 wars, then that's not so bad. I almost still think we could have gone for Masters. Like, if you get 6 wins, or 7 wins, I would have gotten you Master. I don't know if that's too terrible to push 6 times or 7 times in a season. But, again, it's a lot of items, and using a lot of items for not many rewards for many people on Alliance doesn't seem worth it. I think that really is the difference between sort of like the free-to-play or the ones who don't spend a lot. I mean, if you aren't free-to-play like I am and you don't mind spending a fair bit of money, then it doesn't seem to be so bad to go hard in war a lot, just because obviously you're not worried about buying boosts and revives. But many people in our alliance just don't want to spend much at all, and so they have a big influence, and fair enough. I mean, I think that's important part of trying to just have a good alliance is everyone's sort of trying to honor sort of each one's wishes in this game, and so so we do a lot in this, and we go hard when we want, and we sort of take it easy when we want, and so yeah, I'm totally fine if they don't want to go hard in war, and the reasons make sense, so I'm not too worried about it, but I would at least like to get Platinum. I think that's a pretty good goal for our alliance, just because then again, the rewards are pretty reasonable. I think we're hoping we're facing a couple alliances now, because we're still highly war ranked. I mean, maybe like number 20, because we have lost a lot. But a lot of alliances, like I know the alliance we play now, ASR, I'm pretty sure they're they secured Masters, and they, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're not going to get top 3, but there's no way they're going to fall out of Masters, and so hopefully they're not too motivated to go super hard, and so at the tail of the season we can sort of have some easier wars, just because the other alliances aren't too worried. I mean, it doesn't help if ASR wins or loses. In fact, they might even want to start losing just to start tanking their rating. But they've still put a solid defense up. I mean, you can always see that it's not like they've just left the map blank. So I mean, it's still a real war. We still got to earn our victory. But we will see. I mean, again, it's the worst as we have Platinum 2, it's still fine. I mean, Platinum 2 for basically I think I've used 5 items this season or more. No, maybe a little more. I would say more like 7. Like once I sort of was in charge of clearing about a path. We're just doing what's called the Boss Express, where we just try to get to the boss, and I had to clear past 7. And I could have called for backup because we have 4 backups when we do that. Let's see. So the title I usually do is let me see. I'll type it for you here. So I usually call 5-minute hint series, and then I usually say something like episode. I think it's episode 4. 5-minute hint series, episode 4, and then the title is heavy. What's it? Heavy special combos. And so there's the title. So 5-minute hit series, episode 4, heavy special combos. And I always put my tag like Enzo Eigen for Loki, so people know who's making it. I'm trying to think. I wonder if there's any other champions that I can sort of demonstrate with. The 2 obvious ones are Wasp and Captain America, but there must be other champions who have that multiple heavy that you can use a special in the middle. So maybe as we're playing Arena tonight, we'll take a look at a few of them and see. Because I mean, yeah, I try to make these videos quick, but if I could use 2 or 3 examples, it always looks good. Get the 6 stars finished up, and then we'll start doing the 5 stars. Yeah, trying to get 12 million again. This is 13 million. Just love getting the 2,200 5 and 6 stars. And it's not too bad. Not too bad with the size of my roster. I don't have to go too hard, but basically I have to have like 4 pretty big grinds, like going through a lot of my 5 stars, and then like using my 6 stars when they're available, like the 5 times you can use them in over the 3-day cycle. And that usually does it. Plus there's also the Alpha Arena going on too, and so I'd want to get that done too. Last time I actually missed out on the Alpha Arena. Just had too much to do, and I think it's the first time I've ever missed out one. Maybe in the entire time that has become a what you call it, a thing, an arena. Let's see, Omega Heavy SP2. Oh, okay, good to know, Amino. Excellent. Well, I'll be using Omega in a second in that arena, so I'll take a look at it. Yeah, he has a pretty, that's right, he has a pretty long heavy. If you do that, you still get the degens, but I guess we'll find out. I would guess you do, because I feel like it's the first hit that puts on the degen, but maybe not. Yeah, degen when off the spores is great, I mean, and especially since it locks them in too. And then you don't have to worry about trying to like refresh them. Oh, the slow play of the King team. They always do the special. It's basically all or nothing. Like it's like a mild version of all or nothing light. That did some damage, but should be alright. There it is. Oh, nope. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, see, that's that funny little, I don't know if you notice that funny little skip. I still have these like little micro lags. They're really annoying. They just, you know, I'm always worried in war that, or even Alliance Quest, that it'll cause me to get hit and die. Let's see what's next. Someone's saying in our For Loki chat that there could be tickets for NYCC already on sale. Yeah, I'm pretty committed to going. I think, yeah, again, I think I'm 90% certain I'm going to be there. It's going to be so much fun. Oops, tried to intercept his special one attack, but that worked so well. A lot better that time. And then, yeah, it'd be pretty cool to go there, see everyone, join the For Loki clan for real. Okay, I think that's the end of my 6 stars, and so now I'll go through at least my rank 5 stars. Maybe I have one more set. Actually, I think I have one more set. I do. Yep. Man, the 6-star feature looks so great. Just can't wait to open one. Like actually ranking it or doing my domino I'd be so psyched. But there's a lot of characters I really like in that. So I still get the degen. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, that's perfect. Then you get the degen, get it hidden, and then you get to do your get to activate your danger shield. So that's pretty nice. Boy, I feel tired again tonight. I'm looking forward to the weekend where I can get some extra sleep. Just you know, I don't mind waking up so early, but it's nice when you can wake up early and then just sort of do some grinding and fall back asleep and then wake up a little later. And it's like super luxurious. And I spend most of my mornings on the weekend because, you know, even though I don't have to get up early, like, you know, with the sun coming up real early, I'll still get up around like 5:30 or so in the morning, 6, and then you know, then I can't really go back to sleep, so I'll just play the game for a little bit, but then fall asleep, and then wake up again like 8 or 8:30, and then get some breakfast, do some more grinding, do a round, go out and get some exercise, come back again for the second round of grinding, and then usually go out to eat or you know, again, maybe go back to the gym, go for a hike, maybe hang out with some friends for a while, and then come back in the evening and do one more round. And that's like the perfect weekend day right there. Little grinding, sleep, grinding, then exercise, grinding, hang out, grinding, and back to sleep. And yeah, that's a good life right there. And you know, if I do that, I absolutely can get the 13 mil I need to get those shards. I wish I could remember how many times I went before I missed the 2,000 shard cutoff. I probably did the first. I had a pretty good streak going. I'm sure there's someone who's never missed it, but hey Cade, what's going on, man? Congratulations on your goal. I'm so happy for you. So happy that you grinded it out. Yeah, it's really cool. I hope you can take him to rank 5 quickly and awaken him, because he seems like just such a beast of a character. It'd be really interesting to see if he's a good war character or not. I mean, he has a little bit of build-up, but not bad. And the build-up isn't you know, isn't that hard to get. I mean, you know, because again, you at least get 1 or 2 probably every fight. When I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, excited to have my Cade stream, and you weren't there at all. And it's like, no, and I don't think Brian was there either, or maybe he was, but yep, it was sad not to wake up to you. But I figured that you were doing so much grinding that, because I saw you in the day stream, well, which was right before I went to sleep yesterday, and you had started a stream, and I just jumped in right as you started and just watched it for a while. But yeah, that grind looked pretty intense, but I'm really impressed. Everyone for Loki just went, I think, where I would have gone, like 71, 72 million. I mean, I feel like once you get to the point where you're using refreshes, there's no sense in trying to be cheap, you know. I mean, because you're going to have to use a couple of Odins to, or at least a couple of 1,000 units, and then, you know, so you want to make sure you're really comfortable, because yeah, then if you like spend 6,000 units and you don't get it all, what a waste. Yeah, no, I figured, Kate, that's fine. That's totally cool, of course. I mean, you were grinding hard for him, and sometimes your stream schedule has to be second to your grind schedule, and so that's all good. That's right, you're on the same side of me. I saw you said that we were free in Alliance Quest, so we went ahead and I took out my node, and I guess it's Art who's with me took out his. Oh yeah, Mina. Well, you already had him. I think Mina had him for a crystal. I don't know if you had him awakened. I'm sure he'll tell us. Yeah, mine is rank 3 right now. Well, maybe I'll play him tonight. He's really cool. I really like him. I'm trying to decide, and this might be a little more time if I'm going to awaken him and then put a bunch of 6 stones into him. So I got almost 106 stones in Cosmic, and I'm sort of looking for a place to dump them. But I'd want them at least rank 4. And of course, maybe even rank 5, and then I'm not sure if I will awaken him or not. I think, well, then I'd have to use my generic. So, oh, you took yours to R4, nice. And you had awakened him? I can't remember, you know. I feel like you were trying to awaken him with some crystals and didn't, or maybe you did with a gem. Yeah, it's like he seems amazing at R5, so I definitely would do it. And again, he's definitely in my queue. I would say he's either like second, well, he could be anywhere from first, second, or third in my queue. And just a lot depends on the Alliance needs more than anything else for me right now. But yeah, I can imagine if he's on R5. Just the gameplay I've seen, it's crazy. It's crazy how strong he is. I guess I don't know. I don't know if I'd be a little worried that he'd get nerfed or not. Only because I think, you know, he seems really powerful. Maybe not more powerful than the most powerful in the game. Like, sometimes you think about like Domino with her synergy, and when she throws that heavy, I mean, it's crazy the damage she did. Oh, you got him from Crystal, nice of me. Yeah, I know he's gonna come back around because they always had sort of the second round in crystals, and I might try 20 or 30 to see if I can awaken mine too. I think that would be, of course, amazing to have it awaken. But the generic, I would use a generic on them. Like generics sit around for so long, but I'd only use a generic if I was going to take them up to R5. So I really want to see if that's going to happen, and that will just depend on. It just depends on when I get my next tier 2 basic, tier 5 basic. Oh, he's bad block efficiency. Yes, sure. The weakness is he doesn't get suicides, but he doesn't really need them. But he doesn't have any type of regeneration, and I guess I didn't realize his block is not so good. So he's I can want to call him a glass cannon because he seems pretty beefy, mostly because he's just extra large. But his sustainability and maybe like his dealing with damage is not that high. But boy, the damage he can get just seems incredible. It just ramps up so quickly too as you get more of his missions. I was just playing Benny the Duck today in, was it Arena? I can't remember, but man, he's I guess I underestimated how his damage can ramp up too. Well, I threw his special 2, and I think that's sort of the key with Ben the Duck. I don't really know him too well, but it seems like his special 2 can do an amazing amount of damage, and so I'd be pretty psyched to play a little more with Ben the Duck and see if I can't figure him out and start using him better, because I have him as a 6-star. And hello Ricochet, welcome to the stream. Glad that you can drop by this evening. Just talking a little bit about Cole. So Cole, 4 people on 4 Loki got him, which is great. And I guess trying to decide if he's actually overpowered or not. So thinking about his amazing damage output, but it does take a little bit of time to ramp up. And is his damage output far more superior than to someone, let's say like Corvus or Ghost or something like that? Oh man, you got the 4-star Maw. I'm so jealous. The synergy is quite good for Cole. Okay, good to know, Lena. I mean, that's another reason why at some point I'll get the what you call it, I'll try to get some crystals, at least to try to get the 4-star Maw from the crystals. And if I don't awaken Cole, then the Ebony Maw crystals always have a good chance of getting them too as well. Let's see, DJ, thank you for sending me over. 5-minute history before. Oh man, that looks so sweet, DJ. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. It looks so cool. Oh, it's a good look for Captain America Infinity War. He looks pretty, what's the word? Pretty, intense. It's great. Okay. Yep, so look forward this weekend. I'll probably try to make it, I have no idea, Saturday or Sunday, and then I'll definitely use that thumbnail. Yeah, really sharp. Good. Let's see what's going on. I guess nothing too important to check and keep on grinding away. So dungeons refresh, so I really I gotta get all the milestones these dungeons, because, what am I at? I'm at 13,000, basically 14,000, so pretty close. I was at 13,000 away from the next dungeon crystal, and there's a couple of dungeon crystals that look good. I always want those OG characters, like I know Doctor Strange, I think, is one of them, and maybe OG Thor's in one. No, sorry. I think the non-Tron themes are 5. See, gets a crit rate boost at the start of the fight. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't really know his awaken abilities that well, but it's funny. He does seem to have a few of those little weaknesses, like you said, but they just get obsolete. But they're so insignificant compared to his massive damage that they don't seem to make a difference. So okay, Tron, fine. You're my art director, DJ, so whatever you says go. If you say Tron only for the stream, then that's what we will do. Oh boy, I'm playing anymore. Just taking a few hits. Yeah, actually, I like playing with Iron Man Infinity War. I think he's a pretty cool character. Just sort of fun. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but yeah, it's one of those ones where I enjoy playing. See if we can't kill this guy here. Yep, that did it. For a main thumbnail, simplistic but looks effective. No, I like that. It's not overly busy, which is good. Ah, DJ. I love your Doc Ock love. Not as OP as Doc Ock. Yep. Yeah, I know. He's your #1 character, which is amazing. Yeah, I think I'm almost inspired by you to play Doc Ock more, but not that much. Okay, let's try. I'm just curious to try the heavy much caught. Let's see. So, oh, yeah, never mind. I forgot the other's fury up. Let's see if we can't mess up this guy. Okay, heavy, and then it's 2. Oh yeah, that works really well. Yep. Hey, Meta for S. On the way home. Good. I hope you're finishing up work and driving home. And you know, if you just want to listen to the stream as you go home, then yeah, that's great. #1 male, not overall. Is that Doc Ock? Not #1. Okay. But that means that there's a female champion you like overall. I hope it's as interesting as Doc Ock. I'm trying to think who would be the most interesting female champion to like. So I mean, you got to take out something like Domino because they're just too good. Maybe who would it be? Nope, I wasn't paying attention. What happened? I thought she was dead, but I guess my special didn't kill her. I just get SP3'd. Maybe Angela actually. It's like a monsoon in New Jersey. Oh man. Yeah, rainy weather. Oh, I just dislike rainy weather. I mean, it's good because I know you gotta have rain to keep everything green and alive, but yeah, it just makes me feel tired, and it's hard to go outside and run or bike. And so yeah, I'm all for the beautiful sunshine weather. You know, right now we're on a terrible cycle where I live. So it was beautiful yesterday and today, and I think tomorrow, and then this weekend's supposed to rain. So it's terrible when it's like rainy weekends, just because. Yeah, I mean, then of course that's when I want to do things. It's when I have my time off. So, ooh, that's true. Psylocke, that's Panaman Pete's like on his top. I can't remember his top like 4 or 5 champions is Psylocke. Yeah, maybe that's your overall champion. She's good, and actually I super love her. I'd love to get her as a 6-star. She's just and I love the way you can super power lock, but she just doesn't have that much. Oh, Scarlet Witch, of course. Yeah, she's a great character. You're right. She's definitely the best. Yeah, I forgot. You've told me before about Scarlet Witch, and yeah, she is absolutely awesome. She is just so powerful, so much fun to play, and she has like a simple beauty to her that is really, really fun. Hello, Kanga Jenga. Welcome to this evening. I love you, little snail, Kanga Jenga. Is that your little spirit animal? Or I don't know if you've read the book, The Golden Compass. They all had what were they called? Demons, I think, or demons that would just like hang out with all the characters and as their like their best friend and spirit animal. No worries, lurk away, Metaphor S. And yeah, I totally agree with Cage. Drive safe. That's sort of the way I feel like about cell phones now. It's like we're so connected to our cell phones. They're like little daemons, these little things that just like stay with us all the time. And when we lose one, we're just like devastated. It's just we're like helpless, or if we don't have it. And that's the way it was in the Golden Compass too. It's like if something happened to your demon or your daemon, that was the end of you. Yeah, actually, I haven't seen the movie. I just read the book, and the book is amazing. It's sort of the way I am with Game of Thrones too. Like, crazy enough, I've read the books, but I haven't seen the movie. I read the first 3 books of Game of Thrones, and then the 4th one, Feast of Crows. It just wasn't as good as the other one. So I think I got about halfway through it and then stopped reading it. So it's just the first three were good. They had a lot of characters that I liked, but then the last one was just like I don't know. It's like too many characters had died off, and there were too many characters I weren't interested in. Your demon would probably look more like a sand shrew. That's awesome. Not quite sure what a sand shrew is. Is that a type of mouse? Always rocking the hoodie. Yeah. So your top 3 champs. You said Scarlet Witch, Doc Ock, and Magiker, Massacre, and Hela. Nice, DJ. You have a really, I'd say, really cool set of top champions. I mean, there's none of them in there that I would say, like, Magic is probably the most, what's the word I would say, most status quo, most, what you call it, sort of like most typical one. And I guess Scarlet Witch too, that not many people really have her as a top champ because she's only as a 4-star, but yeah, it's a great lineup. Ooh, we should name demons for everyone in BG3. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I'm trying to think. Dreamin' would be the naked mole rat. Cade, I don't know. I started thinking, what would Cade be? Something melodic, like the, okay, I'll have to think more about that one. Someone would have to be the cuckoo, so, you know, it's cuckoo season here in Switzerland, so every time I walk outside, all the cuckoos are going crazy. It sounds so cool, but, you know, we definitely have to figure out who would be the cuckoo. Taters, I feel like Taters would be like a, I don't know why hyena comes to mind, but, yes, would be, the Daemons would be awesome. Yeah, I haven't done, I was sort of trying to think of like good, that's a really good, like, giving all of us different things, like sayings or sig abilities. Do you want to have long hair, more animals would look like dudes with long hair? It's true, Kate. I was thinking fox for you, Kate. That's the first thing that came to mind because you're like clever and cool, and that's sort of like very fox-like. And then Pete, what would Pete be? What's an animal that's like really concerned about its own beauty? I don't know. Cockatiel? Don't they like look in the mirrors all day? I guess Dap. Dap is always like, he's always really easygoing. Kate is a total badger. A total badger. Oh god, there it is. The honey badger, no less, maybe. I don't know. It's yeah, it'd be a tough choice between that and the fox. Who else is there? In what you call it? Yeah, okay, Space on everyone. Battle Group. Brett would be some. For some reason, maybe it's because BG always has birds on the stream, but I want to give everyone a bird demon. So, I think I guess in that case we'd have to go with chicken for Dreamin' then. Cam would be the wise old owl. Then the eagle. Maybe Brett would be the eagle because he's sort of like, you know, strong and glorious. Dap. I sort of feel like Penguin would be good for Dap. And then what else? The vulture. Oh yeah, someone has to be a vulture. Yeah, I think maybe Dream would be a vulture, always going in for the, you know, the carcass and the kills and scavenging. I'm trying to think, if I was a bird, what would I want to be as a bird? I guess I could be the cuckoo. A pigeon. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're just trying to figure out which is the most disgusting birds to make Dreamin'. I mean, yeah, that's sort of like, I think where that has to go. Pigeon or ostrich maybe. No. And then let's think taters. What would taters be? So you need a pigeon who's sort of like a falcon maybe, like, yeah, like pretty intelligent and aggressive. Maybe taters. Okay, yep, so maybe we have spirit birds. We'll wait for the opportunity to unveil this at some point. Let's see. What is? So, oh no, I got one more 5-star. My ghost still, and then that'll be all my rank 5s. Man, I'm just so tired tonight. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it up to too long. Maybe this will be an hour-long stream tonight. Ow, there it is, the wise old owl. Cam, he's so wise. Ooh, flamingo. Actually, you know, Brett would be perfect flamingo. I feel like he's sort of flamboyant again, like, you know, flamboyant and cool. What would Pete be? Pete, yeah, I don't know, like some type of really sneaky bird for his ghost-like ways, or we got hummingbird also. Maybe someone could be that. You would have to ask BG. He must be a bird expert now, because it seems like half of his the words he defines are birds. So that'd be, yeah, interesting to see. This is the first time I fought with my new Sig 200 Darkhawk. So let's see if he will put him against Nightcrawler, because I hate Nightcrawlers more than anything else in the world. Let's give Darkhawk the opportunity to destroy him. And yeah, I know he doesn't have much PI at all. And it is arena, but still. I've had a long history of like ranking 5 characters, or you know, or else in, you know, high level or high Sig, and then using them in arena that they die. Like the first time, I think that's happened with like 3. I remember it happened with Magic, maybe Corvus or some other character. I just ranked 5, and I was like, oh man, these characters would be so great. And I died with them in arena. It was like absolutely embarrassing. So let's see. Ooh, I was going to ask a favor of you, Kate. Maybe you've already done it. Do you mind moving 1 step forward in war? Because I'd really like to park myself right before Domino, before I go to sleep. And if you slide 1 more forward, that will save me 1 unit of energy, so I can go to bed an hour earlier. Let's see. Let's go take a look more. Oh yeah, there he is, Darkhawk. He is so cool, so cool. So yeah, I definitely have my next 4 rank 5. So Thing, Spider-Gwen, Darkhawk, and Cole. And yeah, sort of what order I do them in we'll decide. Oh my god, you're 100% right, Amito. The peacock. Oh, that is Pete to a key, to a T. Let's see. Show. Sorry, for some reason it was blocking yours for moderation. Now think about it. Dreamin' is a total parrot. Yeah, there you go. We got Pete the peacock and Dreamin' the parrot. Oh no, I think parrot's still too nice a bird. I'm liking vulture. What he does in Alliance Quest is like he will scavenge, like, you know, if there's a fight like a mutant that you're waiting to do, I mean, he'll suddenly just zoom in and take it, I guess. I mean, actually, I don't want a path too similar to him, so. Le Point, is that Le Point, some type of bird? If it is, yeah, I have no idea who I'd assign it to. Okay, let's take a look at Alliance War. Fight, and let's jump back in here and see what's going on. Alliance War. Oh yeah, yes. So you see, there, if you move forward that 1, I can port over, because you're on path 9, is that right? And so we'll have different port entries. Let's see, and what I have 3 minutes till I'm at 2. Oh yeah, that'd be perfect. I can get right up to Domino, but either way, if I didn't, then that's fine too, because I get close enough that in the morning I can wake up and start the fight, and then it takes me, I usually stay at home for about an hour before I go to work. So your kitty's name is Turtle? Oh, that's awesome. My cat is happily on my lap right now. My cat's name is Cat, or sometimes Le Chat. I use the French version. But yeah, it's so when I was growing up, I always had cats, and I love cats so much. That they were super cool, and had them for a long time. And then 10 years ago, I moved back to Switzerland, and it was just at the time where I had like 1 really old cat, and my girlfriend ended up keeping her, and that was fine. And so I moved over here. I was like, I'm not gonna have any more pets. I just, you know, there's sort of a freedom to not having pets, and you don't have to take care of them and all these things. Oh yeah, thanks, Cade. You are the best. I send you love and kisses from across the ocean. But then it was 2 years ago, and there's just this cat wandering around, really nice. And she would, the Swiss don't believe in screens in the windows, and so we don't have that many. What's my bird? We already decided, Dap. God, what was your bird? It was something really cool, I swear. What was it? Was it the... Wasn't it? It's the penguin, that's right. You were the penguin, Dap. I don't know. I just think you're penguin because you have a good blend of coolness and silliness at the same time. So definitely. Yeah, so this cat was just hanging around, and she'd jump in my house just because, these chalets, there's no screens whatsoever. So in the heat of the summer, we just open up the windows and it's just the outside. Oh man, you don't like Beardo? I don't know. I remember you have a thing against Beardo. You don't like the 2 Ultrons, huh? Actually, I'm really excited about the 6-star Ultron. I hate to say it. I would love to get that 6-star Ultron. There's so many in that 6-star feature I want. I can't wait till I get to 15,000 crystals. It's going to be so long to get them, but I just really want some deal where they give you like 10,000 6-star crystals. Maybe at the end of this next round of Chapter 6 they will. But yeah, it'd be so nice to have them. Oh yeah, there's Cade. He moved. Hooray for Cade. We will send so many happy thoughts to him. Okay, now I can go off to B, teleport away, and just wait a few seconds, 14 to be exact, and then I just park myself, and it's perfect. I go to bed, and it's like 5 or 6 hours. Like Ultron, he was top champion for 1 year. Yeah, for a while, he's one of the better champions, no doubt. But then, of course, he faded just to do enough damage, and but his regen is still really cool. And the best thing is having him as a 6-star. You don't need to awaken him, and he's pretty cool. And yeah, I've always liked him, like his double immunities. So he'd be awesome. I'd love to get him. No, I didn't. I just had the usual Sabretooth fight right at the beginning. It was earlier in the day, right when it started. I should have done live war, but I fought that Sabretooth so many times. It's on whatever that first node is, node 6, I think. What is that? It's node 5. That's true. But Sentinel doesn't quite have he does not have the regeneration that Ultron did, which is, I think, something that made Ultron really special. And so... Or Featherless. What is it? BG? Featherless. Is there a featherless bird? I'm trying to think. What would BG be? He's sort of a wise old owl, too. I don't know. It'd have to be one of his crazy birds that he's always talking about. Haters told me no, so probably good. Oh, okay. Maybe we're not allowed to do live war. This seems like no one's really cared this season if we did live war or not, but I guess since we're going for the victory, we don't want to potentially give away the bald ego. Oh, that's perfect, Dap. Oh my god, yep, you got it. Yeah, that was a good one for BG. Yeah, I love your live war step though. That one we did, that was one of my favorite moments in sort of like YouTube streaming history, was when so Dap, he always streams his war, and so he streamed it once, and it was really cool. It has his son with him, and I think there's like Dream and Pete and I watching. This is right early in the morning, and then BG came on right during Dap stream, and so we decided to raid, and so we had a Dap raid, and we timed it just right. So all three of us agreed to do it, and we all jumped in to BG stream. So it's like Dap raid, Dap raid, Dap raid, and yeah, it was the best 3-person raid ever. You're a penguin, DJ. You can't fly. Yeah, well, I think in that case, all of us would be penguins. Ostrich. Oh yeah, I know. We need to find someone who's an ostrich. Yeah, but they are bald, Cade, so it fulfills one of the criteria of BG's birds. A vulture. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, we might as well keep on. Just grind a little bit in arena. Maybe get to the next milestone. We're up to 1.7. 1.84. Okay, that's pretty close. We have another rank 4s now. That's next on the list. So here's always the team of I don't know what I call this team. think about it day and night about flying or about your bird. Um, yeah, Dap, you're at second, I think, for prestige. You've made some good jumps. DT, boy, you must have some crazy top champs to be number one. Um, but yeah, we have some people with some really high, high prestige rank ups. They're called bald eagles. Yeah, it's true, but still, it's the it's the thought that counts. That we'd still think about the bald and bald. It's the eagle and all the American stuff. Aha, I don't know. Ig. So not too far from where I live is a running trail go out called Need de Aigle, and Aigle is of course German for eagle. German for eagle is I can't quite remember. Is it Adler? I think it is Adler and Aigle. Aigle is like the hardest word to pronounce. It's you know, since English is my main language, you know, everyone who's French, they always like push me to pronounce it, and so the English always say Aigle, and the French, or if you're trying to be French and say it in French, you don't say the LE, so say egg, but there's like some really subtle way to say the LE, it's like egg, and it's just like a hint of it, and but no matter how I do it, if I do it super slow, a little more, or exaggerate, they're always like, no, it's not right. And so, yeah, hence the way French is such a tough language. Hey, Arrow. Oh man, thank you for coming by and saying hello. I hope work goes really quick for you today and you have a good day. And yeah, always excited to have you drop in. So good to have you around. Yeah, you know, it's such a subtle language, and I mean, as a English first, German second speaker, I would say that like German is nice because like you don't have to have that precision that you need to be a French speaker. I mean, like I sort of mumble when I speak a lot, and you know, don't really pay attention to my enunciation and my diction, which is fine. It gets, you know, in English it doesn't seem to make that big difference, and in German they almost like prefer that you sort of like gargle your words. But man, in French, it's like I'll say something in French and I'll swear it's like perfect, and then like the person will look at me funny, and I'll say it again and they look at me funny, and then, you know, finally they'll be like, oh, you meant this, and it sounds like exactly like I thought I said, but you know, just such subtleties in the language that yeah, not good for one who doesn't like to speak particularly clearly. So I'm a little worried that my French would never be that great. My goal this summer is actually to get my French at a really high level. So it's the same in German, but you can take various levels of you can get these certifications of levels, and I really want to get my French at a certified level. And so A1 is the lowest, and that basic means you can like sort of have a basic understanding. A2 is probably like, you know, you can say words to people and get what you need, but probably not really have a conversation. B1 means you can have, you know, a pretty simple conversation with people and get to know what you need, but get people to know what you need and understand what they are asking you. B2 is more like how'd you explain it? B2? You actually pretty fluent at B2. I would say you can have a regular conversation with people. You can write like a small paragraph about something. You can debate a topic, like something in the news. C1 is basically like you could work at a French business with C1. Like you have like you're fluent, and then C2 is essentially like a native. Like you can speak as well as someone who was like raised up French. So like C1 would be amazing, but I want to get B2 this summer. So I'm gonna probably, there's a school in the town where little French schools all over the place, but there's one in Montreux, which is not too far away from where I am, and so I'll probably go there and, you know, doing a little bit of my summer holidays, just spend some time doing French classes. I've taken French for about 2 years, and then the girl I'm dating right now is a native French speaker. she grew up in essentially the town I live in now. But she's also fluent in German. I mean, she's in school right now. And so her school is both like half in French, half in German. So she's totally fluent in both. And so we probably spend about 50% of the time talking in English and about 40% of the time talking in German, and then the other 10% in French. We just sort of cycle through the whole thing anyway. So, but she speaks such like her German I can totally understand fine, and we can talk German easily to each other. But her French, I mean, she sort of grew up, and she has like schoolyard French, where she just uses so much slang, and the Germans say Umgangssprache, that I just can't even keep up with it. I mean, be like someone talking in English in idioms all the time, and you just have no idea what they mean just because there's like no direct translation. And so so I would say even talking with her as much as I can in French, I just don't feel like that's good enough. So I just gotta go to school. So that would be the plan. It's the plan for the summer, just to get my French much better. It's just as hard when you work. So I work in an English-speaking company, even though they're owned by two Swiss brothers, and so. But most of our employees are either English or North American. We probably have most of them are that. I mean, we have a fair number of Swiss. Actually, we have a lot of Portuguese working for us. Unfortunately, in Portugal right now, it's hard to find jobs, and so it's much easier to find in Switzerland. And Switzerland is a huge immigrant country anyway. So we have about 10 million people here in Switzerland, and of which about 3 million are immigrants. And so the Portuguese, and Portuguese, French, Italian, Germans. I mean, the English, British. I mean, they're all over the place. Hey, Tam Solo, welcome to the stream. I just got clobbered by Black Panther because I wasn't paying attention. I was just rambling on about Switzerland and how many immigrants there are here. So 30% of our country's immigrants, and so. Yeah, I mean, it's easy not to speak the language of your region. The funniest thing is I'll go to the German part of Switzerland, and my Swiss German is okay, but I more speak the Hochdeutsch, which is what is spoken in Germany, the High German, and so that's what I was taught by my parents. And so when I speak, they can tell that I'm not a native Swiss German speaker because I don't quite use the same slang as they do, the same dialect. And so every time we speak, they always think they always think that I'm a French speaker because obviously, I seem Swiss enough, and they just assume that I'm a French Swiss speaker who is trying to speak German with them. So then they start speaking French with me because I would say it used to be in school. If you were in school in the German part of Switzerland, of course you learned German, of course you learned English, but you also had to learn French. And then same if you're growing up in the French speaking part of Switzerland, you of course learn French and English, but then you also had to learn German. So both of all the countries sort of knows each other's language, but so if I'm in the German-speaking part, they'd be like, "Oh, this person must be a French-speaking Swiss. Let me use my old schoolyard French on him." And so they'll be talking bad French to me. I'll be talking bad French back to them. And the irony is that we're communicating in both of us our third worst languages. We'd be much better off. I'd be much better off talking to them in German, but they figure I don't know German that well because they think I just learned in school German. Or they don't even think English because they're like, well, this guy was going to speak to me, he's probably speak English, so they just assume that I'm French, and so it's always ironic having these bad conversations in French, of the worst choices of both of us, but that happens quite a bit to me. So, but I don't mind because again, it's good for me to speak French as much as I can with them, and I actually do much better with bad French speakers. Like Americans who speak French, I'm often really able to understand them because they sort of pronounce things the same American way I do, and so I can sort of, I know what they're saying. Plus, it's not quite as fast. But yeah, French is an interesting language. It's strange the way they have so many vowels that they don't pronounce. Someone once told me as a joke that they think that the printing press was invented in France because it's like, you can have a word. I'm trying to think of a good example. Like rendezvous. I mean, you could probably spell rendezvous with like 5 letters, but it has like these double sets of letters all over the place. And actually, I'm sure patisserie. Yeah. Thanks, Meta. Yeah, I am just like going off on a crazy tangent tonight, but yeah, it's what happens when you just read it grinding, and it's just not much to say. Wunderbar, merci. That's some good German right there. So my favorite German of the like, what do you call it? Like when I want to say excellent or great job is ausgezeichnet. That basically means like excellent or amazing. I don't even know if I can spell it, but yeah, I love using that. Rendezvous, exactly. See, that's the way you should spell it, Meta 4S. But oh my God, I can't even quite remember. That one's not too bad. There's a couple though that that just have like 3 letters. Like Beau is the classic example, like B-E-A-U. I mean, it should be like 2 letters, B-O, but they've crammed into 4 letters. Sometimes they even have an X on words like that. And yeah, so many extra letters for one sound. And so yeah, every time you like write a word, and then they have all the word sounds you don't pronounce at the end. Like if you use the passé composé, like I have, what's a good one? Like my spelling's not all that good in French, but I've eaten, like j'ai mangé. I mean, then manger is M-A-N-G-E, and then E with like a little circumflex on top. And so it's like, why do you need the double E? It's just too much. You could have, just a lot of extra letters, and you don't pronounce them. So yeah, of course, spelling's a nightmare. And since you never hear them, you never know if they're there or not. Yeah, I feel like they also have a lot of words that sound exactly the same too. What was one I was dealing with the other day? Like dark and dark. So I went into the patisserie and I wanted some dark bread. So I was saying pain noir. No, I wanted some nut bread, some bread with nuts in it. And so nuts is spelled N-O-I-X and dark is spelled N-O-I-R. And I swear they sound exactly the same. Like both have noir in them. And so I was trying to tell the person, je voudrais un pain noir. And they kept on giving me the dark bread. And I was like, no, le pain avec noir. So I said like with nuts. And they're like, again, they could tell I'm not a native speaker. So they're like, oh, you must mean with dark. And they figure I'm just saying it wrong. So like, yeah, this is the dark bread. So it's just so confusing. And then, yeah, just crazy. So, and then you combine that with their Swissness, and that's even worse because the Swiss, it's like, as a service individuals, they are not very good. They're not rude, but they're brusque. So if you don't really, what's the word? If you're not really specific on what you want, or if you're asking them to do something a little bit different, they're generally not too accommodating. It's just a Swiss way. So on Wednesday I was at a race and I was with my friend and her son, and we'd registered her son to race too. So it was me, her and her son, and so he'd been registered. And so this race, so they have different levels of racing. So he was in the école, which is basically like the school kid. But this race didn't have a specific school kid category, but the school kids were just allowed to race on the regular course with the adults. So that was fine. So we get there, and since this wasn't an official like école race, he had to pick up his dossard, his what do you call that in English? His number, that you tape on, bib. That's right, they call it a bib, and so he had to get that. And so we got there, and they didn't have any because they weren't handing out the schoolyard bibs. I mean, it's a race series, so you had to get them at one of the other races. So then we had to go in line and talk to this official, and we like sort of explained to him like 4 times, and he's like, "No, just go back there to the bibs." And we had to explain, "No, we were just there, and they don't have it because they don't have any of these bibs." And you know, it just didn't compute. And so he looked at us for a while like we were crazy, and then looked at us like sort of unhappily because again we're trying to do something that wasn't quite right. Even though we'd registered him online, it was all set. He still like was unhappy because we probably should have done the race before when it was this category. Even though the boy could still run in the category they're allowed to run because of the race. And so finally he like sort of like accepted that okay, what we done was okay. Like my friend was good. She was like sort of saying, yes, he's fine. He can race. We did this online. He's registered. We paid all these things. And so okay, finally we got his number, and his number was since they couldn't get him his schoolyard number, they gave him just like a number they had extra, and it happened to be a woman's number, which again didn't matter. It's just a number, but it had like the woman's color on it, everything. So my friend had to go to the toilet. She said, take my son over there and get him his t-shirt, his racing t-shirt, because in this particular race they all want you to wear the right t-shirt. Again, very Swiss. It's not like you can wear your own shirt. You have to wear the race shirt. So I go over there with him, and I'm standing in line, and I get to the t-shirts, and I telling the woman, and I say, can I have a shirt for him? And she's like, wait a second, he has a woman's number. You have to go get a woman's shirt. I was like, no, he's not a woman. He's a boy. He's a 12-year-old boy. Here he is right here. And then he, so I tried to explain it to her. I was like, c'est n'existe pas, the number. Like we couldn't get him his number because it wasn't registered, and he ended up with a woman's number, and it was for him. And so going on in my pretty mediocre French, and I can't tell if she understood me or not, but like she just it's a combination of not willing to understand me, and also not wanting to understand me, and also not wanting to break the rules. It's like, oh, he has a woman's number, he needs a woman's shirt. I was like, no, he's a young boy. I'm not going to put him in a woman's shirt. And so this went on, and luckily then my friend came back, and she, of course, could explain everything. And finally they just gave him the shirt. But it was, that's the type of French I need. Like again, I can go to a restaurant and order food, and I can get whatever I need. And if someone asks me directions to the street, I can tell them where to go. But like to argue like this boy who got the wrong number because he was in the wrong category, and they'd given him a woman's number because they didn't have a high his numbers. So explaining all those things, and then having someone understand what that all meant in the context, and trying to get them to do something that they wouldn't do because they wouldn't give a boy's shirt to a person with a woman's number. That's the type of French I want. So, and I'm hoping that's a B2 level. Let's see, metaphor. Sorry, I was rambling on. I wasn't really looking. You said, speaking of French, you ever play the card game Coup? I don't know if the question was... no, that's the first time I've heard that. No, I've not played Coup. Oh, I'm about to die. Ooh, I killed him. Coup, no. I don't know if I've actually played a lot of... I don't know if there's French-specific card games. I don't even know if I play that many card games. My dad and I play cribbage a lot. It's about the only card game I've played a lot of recently. With my friends we'll play hearts and things, but I think that's an English game. I used to play lots of card games as a kid, but not too much. Now I just play MCOC. It's like the only game I play anymore, which I guess is sort of sad. But how does Coup work? I'm trying to remember. No, definitely sure. I haven't heard of it. I feel like I've heard of a lot of different games in my life, so. But, it's, I sort of missed the card playing days. So, going back to another story, as I had told people on stream before, like when I finished university, I was trying to become a professional climber, which I failed miserably at, but I did spend a year of my life climbing. And, at night, this was in was it mid-90s, like 93, 94. And so I was living in the desert in my truck. And so every night, there was nothing to do. There'd be like a band of us climbing together, like anywhere from 5 to 10 of us. and we would always just play cards all night long. So there's a card game called Oh Hell. That's what we used to play all the time. Oh Hell, Spades and Hearts. You know, those are always the games, and oh, so much fun. It's such a good life living in the desert, just playing card games all the time. I would say that might have been. Wow, it's a big statement to make, but that's one of the best times of my life. It's so simple and so easy, you know. No cell phone, no computer, just reading books at night and playing games. Let's see, basically you have 2 cards. Each is a type of person. Contessa, Duke, Captain. Each has different actions. Okay. Sounds like we're playing Hearthstone all of a sudden, but go on, I'm intrigued. It's funny, I've forgotten all of the. It's been so long since I played cards. I used to play them here when I was living a long time ago, and of course I knew all the German words, but I can't remember what a club and heart and spade is in German, or even König and Königin. I assume we're king and queen. That's a little translation, but they might have called something else. Maybe Bauer was the jack. I can't remember. Can't remember if that's an English word or a German word. Yeah, and then the living in the desert was so nice. I mean, it's just absolutely simple. But so I did that for 4 years. But after 4 years, you know, I just was making no money. I was making roughly $5,000 a year, and I'd do guiding. That's how I made my money. So you know, I would just work for a guide service, and they would find clients would come to learn how to climb. Okay, let's see the rest of this game. Sorry, let me fight Massacre here. Oh, maybe not. Let me just get beat by his bat, I should say, for a little bit. Yeah, Massacre with suicides on. See, I finally learned that he can affect your defensive accuracy, so you don't always parry him. So I've learned that the hard way, because I have him in AQ, and I often use a Mega Rid with suicides on him, often parry him, but then he doesn't really get stunned. It says you can take any action you would want, but if you lie to try and get an edge, you lose a card. The winner is the last with a card remaining for once it collects 7 coins through card actions. Oh, sounds great. It sounds really, really cool. You can take any action you want. Well, you've definitely inspired me enough to look this game up, Metaphorus. Looks super cool. Yeah, okay. Next time I play cards with someone, I'll try it again to play coup with me. It's good to have 2 people card games too, just because, you know, I don't know, when I'm traveling with people or just hanging out, like, you know, if I'm on a train, I'd much rather just play cards. My dad was here not too long ago, staying with me, and yeah, we're going all over the place in the train. Just so much fun traveling by train. And yeah, every train would just be playing cribbage as we journeyed across Switzerland. So yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it. Okay, let's see if we can get, who do we want to get? Let's play Cole here. Almost anything on my 4 stars, and then that's going to be pretty good shape. Managed to get over 1 million battle chips, that's always a good sign. Yeah, boy, I've been doing a lot. I feel like I've done a lot of grinding in the last month. I mean, 2 feature grinds, and one was like an old champion feature, so it wasn't so bad. And one was a 4 star, so, but still, it adds up. I really want to get the 5-star Immortal Iron Fist, I feel like, or Punisher. Yes, Punisher. I feel like that's just a character I want to have since I've never gotten him, and just add him to the collection. Let's see, we have 5 stars left. Ooh, this Ronin 5-star. What did I notice the other day? Maybe it's the epic version. Yeah, I think it's the epic version of this this Infinity Stone quest. The guy has an adaptive build-up, and that's what Ronin was perfect for. Ronin will absolutely smash through that with his stun. I can stun lock him, so we'll probably get 8 of those buffs. Oh, I can't wait to the buff on Colossus. Here's my rank 4 Colossus, 2015 gem. Yep, I know exactly what I would do. I think you gotta give him a little more damage. I mean, look at his damage, like 2,000. I guess that's not terrible. Okay, his damage is a little better than I remember, but just want him to be super defensive. Okay, let's see. Me and my friends love card and board games. We try something new at least once every few months. A new game called Sheriff. Yeah. Yeah, I used to love board games too when I was growing up. There's one called Castles, which had all these really cool like carved pieces, and you like would put down these like walls and castles and battlements, and your goal was to try and trap as much territory as possible. And you could like if you trapped your opponent, if your opponent just had one piece that you surrounded, you would take it, yeah, and then you'd get that territory. Yeah, Castle was super super cool. I just remember trying to play that all the time. Um, for a while, I tried to get good at chess, but that was a bit of a disaster. I really love the openings in chess. Like I study those a lot. Those are really like pretty interesting to me. But the mid game and the end game, I just weren't very good at. I mean, because I think those like I was good at like memorizing sort of like logical openings, like 4 or 5 move openings, and the variables are a lot less. I mean, because of course you start the game the same each time, and you can sort of go from there. Um, but yeah, well, I wasn't nearly as good as like in the mid game and the end game. You're just that's more about a little bit about positioning and where you put your pieces, but I guess it's just a lot more like flexible thinking, really trying to look at. Okay, Meta, thanks for hanging out this evening. Had a great Dungeons and Dragons time. Enjoy yourself, and I'll hopefully see you again sometime soon. And like Meta, I am almost at the end, so I got 2 more rank 4s. There they are, and start putting coal just for fun. Coal obsidian. Where are you? There you are. He's such a lizard-looking creature. Look at this guy. He's like absolutely 100% all lizard. No. Let's give him a run here. I guess who should I have him go against? I guess we have class advantage against Massacre right here. Okay, so we got Cole versus Archangel. He's just going to destroy them. The thing about Cole in Arena is that he won't build up his charges, so it won't be quite as good as if you like take him into something like an alliance quest. King's Gambler Sicilian. Oh, he's a state high school champion in HS. What is HS? HS in... I can't think what HS could be. King's Gambit, I'm trying to remember, or Sicilian. Like, there's that game I played with, it's actually with like friends, my friends' children, called, was it something of Catan? Settlers of Catan. That was super, super fun. I really enjoyed that one too. I like that game because if I remember right, there's a lot of trading, like you could trade with people. And I always like games that have this, like Monopoly, of course, like had that element of negotiations in it. That just makes it so much more fun to play when there's that type of interactivity into it. Oh, Cole, what are you doing? You're just destroying. Boy, it's such a crazy like SP1. I mean, it just has a, it gets to like scream in the middle and then go charging forward. So that's just, yeah, this is interesting. You don't really see that many other ones. Sort of slow and long though. I guess it may be good in defense because, every now and then when I was fighting him and uncollected, I'd forget he would do that. And he would charging in and then get caught by sort of the last piece of his SP1. And that's the end of Massacre. High school. Okay, high school I got King's Gambit or Sicilian. Are those board games or are those card games? I don't know if I've heard of them. Okay, well, that's the end of this. 2.6 is pretty good. It's about where I like to be. If I can do this 6 times, I'd easily be at 13 mil. And get my shards. Let's see. Anything we need to do? I think we can move forward 1 alliance quest. I might as well do that just to use the energy before we go to sleep. I usually can't get to the next fight. It's Groot, I think, yeah. It's hard for me to get to Groot, and even if I could get to him, he'd still have to be unlinked. Should take a look at our messages. Summoner Advancement. Whoa, 7 in Summoner Advancement. That's good. That's some nice shards. Like, this is, again, I always complain about this, but, I mean, look at all this I get for, this is just peak milestones. I mean, this is a great haul, like, over 1,000 shards, like 3 of the alphas, 2 alliance revives, and that's pretty sweet. And then let's see what we get for 7th place. 7th place, we get again, look, you get nothing like 5 gold crystals. Woohoo! I mean, come on now. And 400 shards or 7. This is like, out of probably like, what do we have? 10,000 alliances, and 7 of all of them gives us this little. Yeah, that's weak. Oh well. Hey, Black Smoke. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Black Smoke, I'm sorry, but I'm actually just finishing tonight. I usually start at 2200 Central Europe time, and yeah, try to stream for an hour and a half or so. Sometimes as many as 2 hours, but I'm glad you dropped in. Of course, you can always catch a replay, but yeah, come on by and catch us live one time. You get to hear a lot of stories about Switzerland in my stream, about climbing, and yeah, sometimes I'll talk about Marvel Contest of Champions, but tonight that was probably not as much. We talked a lot about card games and board games too. Should I open up one crystal for fun? What does everyone want? Not Infinity Protocol crystal. I definitely have memories of, that was the first time I ever saw Cowell. I remember our chat going crazy when everyone was like, oh, this guy is opening up like 500 crystals. And it was to get Iron Man Infinity War. That was Cowell's, I think, first introduction into this world was when he started doing that. And yeah, it was pretty exciting for the community. I mean, it was such a spectacle, but boy, I don't know if anyone saw what was coming. I mean, then he's done that consistently ever since. I mean, we're talking, $100,000 spent. Yeah, I guess there's really nothing to open tonight. Nothing interesting. Oh, just the regular old stuff. Let's open one. Okay, we'll open one. Uncollected Arena Crystal. Let's see. Get it now, 10,000. So much just for one. See if we can get out a 5-star Punisher. The answer is no, just some gold. Call this garbage. Oh, Talon. Blasphemy, Talon. Blasphemy. Everyone in my alliance would be, well, not everyone. I think many people in alliance. Did you try to get him and not get him, or are you just saying that to incite rebellion in this world? Okay. And sorry to you too, Callan. Oh, good. Yep. I saw KT just for a little bit. What was he doing tonight? He's doing something. A Cavalier? Okay. We'll open up one Cavalier. Let's see. Okay, we'll play the Cavalier game. So if I open up a 4-star, I'll open up another one. If I open up a 5-star, that'll commit me to 2 more. If I open up the 6-star, I'll get 10 more. That'll be the game. Okay, so Cavalier Crystal. Let's get one, and this will be the last thing we do on stream tonight. So 3-star stops it. So if I get a 3-star, it's done. 4-star, another one. And a 5-star, 2 more. 6-star, 10. Okay, let's see. The first one will be, it's going to be a 3-star. Let's see. Cavalier game on its way. And watch me get a 6-star thing. Okay, we'll keep the stream going. We got a 4-star Gulk. So that means we'll open up another one. Yep, 99, of course. Ooh, oh, look at this amazing offer. Oh, thanks. No mercy. 9 Dunka. Okay, back to crystals. Another one. It'd be just my luck to get a 6-star. I'd love it. I'd love it if I got a 6-star. Unless it was a dupe on Karnak. If it's a dupe on Karnak, then I never open a Cavalier Crystal again. That'd be the extra piece of this game. Okay, get another one, 200. Let's see who we get. Come on, something fun. Of course, I don't know, a 6-star thing would be amazing. If I was going to get a 6-star right now, I'm trying to think who I'd really want. Dupe my Domino. That would be the number one. Dupe my Domino, Ghost or Corvus. Okay, let's pop it. Let's say, hey, KT1, you've just come up to everyone's favorite game, which is, oh, that Havoc would have been so nice. Should have gone one more. Congrats, you got your coal, I believe, KT1. I saw you had over 70 million. I think that's what we're done it. Man, you have some epic long streams, KT. You know, I'm always hoping that you send your people over here to raid me, but you know, I feel like I start like 2 hours after you, and usually, I mean, right now I'm just finishing, and so usually I feel like you are still going even after I finish, and I think you have the best endurance of any streamer right now. You can just play this game for a long time on stream. The hardest, yeah, the grind. I could tell that one day you, like when you were, what was the name of your stream? It's like losing motivation or help me please. that was no, I know the grind. Yeah. No, I know you meant the grind. That yeah, you were just suffering a little. Yeah, those grinds, they take a lot out of you. Sometimes I enjoy them, but other times, like especially towards the end, you're just like, what am I doing with myself? Yeah, exactly. If you do 3 hours, I know that's just what I feel like. So I see you're sort of like an hour and a half into your stream. I start streaming, and then by the time I'm done, you're either like had just finished or you're going strong still. But that's good. I mean, you know, it's the best way to keep viewers is to just give them plenty to watch. Like, I feel so horribly guilty now. I'm about to stop, and all these people have jumped in, but sleep is calling, and yeah, I just can't. It's like being in the grind, just can't motivate. I guess we can play a round of help. So 828, will we get to 0? I would say my average for this game is probably like 500 or 600 before it stops working, but it actually seemed to be pretty good, the help button lately. So I would say 25% chance that I get all the 828 done, but we will see. Yeah, I think I'll stream tomorrow too. No reason why I can't. It's Friday. Actually spend my Thursday socializing, so I don't know if I really need to go out. Everyone was drinking Aperol spritzes, and again, it's one of the reasons I feel like I'm not really European. I'm just not that big into alcohol. But this place I went had this mango and banana smoothies. Oh my god! Like, I was more happy like having 3 of those than I would having like 3 beers or 3 of the Aperol spritzers. Those smoothies are so good. Yeah, I know. Okay, I got my next one coming up this weekend, KT. So I'm going to make one called, it's one of my 5-minute hint series. It's the heavy special combo. Yeah, I know. I totally agree with you. So it's just, you know, to make a 5-minute video, it takes like 2 hours. And, but I agree. That's the couple of videos I have the most subs are on content videos. But I'm going to make a video about how to do how to like use Captain America, and you can, you know, throw his heavy and then interrupt it with a special. And someone was showing me that on stream, so I was just I was doing Realm of Legends the other day, and Heisenberg and TU Racer, I think he's one of the guys who often watches you. They were both like sort of telling me in chat, you know, no, do this is much better, especially with Captain America Infinity War, because you get 1 hit of your heavy and then you launch your SP2. And so, yeah, I mean, it's like if you crit, it's 5,000 extra damage, and so that was really cool. And then I was doing the same thing with Wasp, and Amino was telling me today about doing it with Omega Red. So yeah, just something fun. And again, it's like something I'm sure that most people know already, but you know, if I post the link in Reddit and then also put it in the forums, you know, I can try to get some more views and get some more subs. I know I gotta get the what is my goal? My goal is 1,000 subs, and then the face cam comes out. Looks like the help button is broken. It's good to know too. Okay, yeah, I was trying to think of some characters. So hype. Okay, I'll put them in my video too. Because yeah, you can do that. That's right. You can do the heavies, get the Fury, hopefully, and then throw the the SP2, stun him, and then go back to the heavies. Yeah, it's maybe you can do it again if you build up power quick enough. So say 868. Not bad. Pretty good. We got to yeah, it's about 800. So Yeah, I guess I was. I don't know. I feel like 1,000 is a much more like lofty goal, but we'll see if it's that long. And at some point, I'm just gonna patient make it. So, okay, Kanga Janga, have a good night, and for everyone else, that is going to do it for myself. So, thank you everyone for watching and joining me tonight. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back tomorrow again, 2200 Central Europe time. So, this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki. Wishing everyone a bon soiree, guten Abend, and good night.